radiation has this effect of breaking up the cancer cells' DNA. So, left side of the body is here, right? This part. That's how it look like. Lock up your intestines, right? And when you cut the section off, it cannot reach the rectum, right? So you have an opening up to the skin. Okay. This height. So, because it's brought to the skin, you're going to wear a bag, a stoma bag, to collect the stool. You see, it's very unpleasant, and you've got to empty it frequently. So that is colorectal cancer. Supplements that help with colonic disease. Vitamin D is important. Omega-3, fish oil. This combination, turmeric and quercetin, seem to be useful. And on the internet, there's a lot of news about coconut oil and lauric acid. And of course, look after your microbiome, which is your diet. Don't take processed food, don't take food that are unhealthy. So, what about THz and colonic disease? I say it can be used. Yes, it can. There have been a lot of research on the colon using THz waves, but they're mainly for diagnostic reasons. So from this we know the different layers in the colon, because THz has a very high resolution of the colon. And because colonic disease are mainly inflammatory and secondary infection, it is highly amenable to THz healing. But I have not found anybody with colonic disease coming up to give a testimony. But a lot of other testimonies have similar characteristics. They're mainly inflammatory, they mainly have secondary infection. And if they are active with those other diseases, they will be active with the colon. See? And we definitely know that with regard to cancer, THz waves will be effective. Moreover, your colon is just behind the abdominal wall, right? After the abdominal wall, you have the colon and the intestines already. If you open up the stomach, that's what you see. Once you open up the stomach, if you have assisted in surgery before, that's what you see, and you can actually lift up the colon or the small intestines, you see. So in case of abdominal problem, the surgeon will look it up and lift up the intestine and have a look at it. I used to assist a surgeon who is very slow in his way. So you pick up the intestine, take a look, stare at it, put it down, take another stare. But it tells you that it's just next to the abdominal wall, isn't it? So THz waves can stimulate immune cells and stem cells and etc. Now, the colon and the intestines are attached to the back of to your back by a tissue called a mesentery. This mesentery contains a lot of cells, stem cells, and a lot of other cells, and will be activated by THz. But because it is behind rather than in front, so the THz wave may not reach it. So you can reach the cells of the colon, but to reach the stem cell, you probably got to shine on the back to reach it. So that's why you are lifestyle modification. You must understand that the gut, you put all kinds of food in it, right? And most of it is nutritious, but it can also be poisonous. And that's where the problem is. The colon is home to our microbiome. which contribute to our health, contribute genes, contribute to a lot of things that make us normal. You see? So it all depends on healthy choices, including physical activity. Physical activity makes things worse because physical activity makes your body stagnant. You know? Circulation don't flow. So when you make choices that are healthy, you not only add years to your life, you add life to the years. Isn't it? And this is with regard to the colon. Now, if you like to hear more of the other systems I talk about, go to YouTube and you can watch my other videos. Like I say, if you want me to repeat them or you want a particular system, later on I will talk about endocrine system, the lungs and the kidneys, and then mental health and stress. So these are the topics I will cover in future talks. So prevention is always better. And general advice as to the use of THz devices, inflammation, very useful. So colon disease, a lot of inflammation, that's why it's useful. Pain, all pains, it will relieve. Right? Those blockages, whether their blood vessels are blocked or veins or weight loss or whatever. Skin conditions, skin is on the surface, easily reached. My second or third lecture was on the skin. And I was very happy with the fact that this black mole is about to be completely disappear. I think give me another month it will disappear. It used to be one block there, black.
What do you do? You blow?
Yeah, I blow 7 minutes each time every day.
Once a day.
Once a day.
Enough.
Because it's not. If I'm very bothered by it, probably can do 2-3 times a day. But I have a lot of things to do, so 7 minutes a day to me is enough, and it does go off, right?
So minimum is seven minutes?
There is no minimum. Up to you.
Why you choose 7 minutes? No magic number?
No magic number. Just simply the fact that because it's a lower setting, you need to give it a little bit more time. So I try 7 minutes, and I find that it's going off very good. That's good enough. That's good enough. I mean, no point overdoing it. I tend to overdo things and make it worse.
Yes. Yeah.
So something that unless it's something serious. If it's something serious, yes, you can go on to 15 minutes, half an hour. That's true. Wow. As long as you try it gradually. Right? So don't recommend it for pregnancy, for congenital conditions, acute disease. Acute disease, please go to a doctor. You need acute treatment, especially accidents, open wounds and fracture. Please go. Nothing like getting proper attention.
Excuse me. So people with congenital heart disease.
Congenital heart can repair by itself or repair by surgery. Yeah. So if it repair by itself, it may work, but no guarantee. Because congenital conditions are sometimes caused by disruption in genes, in which case this may work, I say may, or it can be caused by abnormalities which are beyond this. Okay? So if it's beyond this, if it's not in abnormal DNA expression, this will not work. If your DNA is abnormal, this won't make it normal. Very simple.
So in this case, if the DNA doesn't work, so this one may have to work.
No. It doesn't mean that. There is no guarantee it works unless you know and you've been evaluated properly and you know there is something that can be cured if certain thing happen, then this may work, no guarantee.
Or something related to NDP, NDP.
What's NDP?
MVT, mitral valve dilators.
No.
That one
It's-
doesn't help.
It's mechanical. This
It's-
will work.
Okay.
It's mechanical. You understand? When something is mechanical, no, this will work.
So it's only doesn't apply to the structure.
It doesn't apply as long as this.
Okay.
So there is a bioresonance scan. Make use of similar technology that scans the body and tells you what organ is normal. You see, Western medicine treats you if you have disease, and Western investigation can only pick up is totally abnormal. But the resonance scan can pick up something that is just deteriorating, because we can pick up things that are slightly disturbed and highlight to you. So recently I scanned somebody, we found that colon was not functioning normally, right? So because she has a family history of colonic cancers, so I said, well, this is one area you got to look at. So scan S for colon, blow with the thing S for colon. So I picked up other people with other conditions using the bioresonance scan, and then you can use this to see whether you can get it back to normal. So that's the effectiveness of the bioresonance scan. Today, this thing is one of the hottest things that is being done nowadays. This thing came on at about 9 years ago. At that time, the scan was huge machinery. You know? Now it's been so small, the software now can go into a notebook, and that's the advances that we have. So, the bioresonance scan, if you like to have a bioresonance scan to see which part of your body needs attention to from the health point of view, this is what it do. I'm in the field of mental health. I have 2 online courses. If you're interested, you can apply for them. And if you want to contact me, my phone number is there, my email is there. Okay. I will answer any question that you may have.